initial phase of the HLS has changed slightly in that it's no longer, the causeway is no longer going all the way to Murray Island. Where is it going? Will there still be a causeway?
Well, I just want to, be clear because again, over the last couple of weeks, I've listened to a lot of people, and I'm going back to when we made the presentation. The presentation was made because we've seen that we've had several leaks. So we had to go through a process of where there was a technical study that was going to be done. If in fact I allowed the technical study to proceed without making the presentation public, there could be the possibility that information could have been leaked, and then people would say, boy, you see, Chastanet and them are trying to hide something. So we had a presentation in which we put out what the initial ideas are, that we would have a causeway. Mr. Tia King, myself, and Mr. Joseph all indicated during our presentations that the causeway was not going to touch Murray Island. Mr. Tia King went to the extent to say that the intention was to protect and in fact enhance the environment in that area. So Mr. Tia King or DSH have now been working with a technical group, exactly what he said he's been doing. He has now purchased the satellite surveys of our seabed because we could not get accurate numbers for our seabed. And on the basis of that, by hopefully the middle of May, we will be able to present a more accurate version of what the causeway is going to look like. So the causeway is still very much alive. We want to re-emphasize to all St. Lucians the causeway will not be touching Murray Island. And in fact, we are meeting with environmental experts in terms of ensuring that the proper protocols are in place to protect any species that exist in the area. Another thing that I've heard is that the causeway is going to erode Sandy Beach. Why would somebody want to spend all this money and then invest on the Point Sab area and create a project which is going to destroy the beach area? So there's nothing further from the truth. In fact, today we're much more advanced than we ever were before, because you now have computer models that can take wave actions in. We have historical data to ensure that whatever the design of the causeway is, it will not erode either the beaches on the eastern side of the causeway, nor will it erode the western side. But the objective here is to take that entire Sandy Beach area and create a world-class beach that is going to be the benefit of St. Lucians. We've said that Sandy Beach is going to remain a public park and will be fully accessible. We're talking about creating 200 additional acres of land, which will hopefully have at least 3 major internationally branded hotels in that location, which will have public facilities as well as entertainment facilities that will be available to all St. Lucians. We have the horse racing track. We have the area by Il Pirata in which we're putting a marina, a casino, and also a hotel. And we're also in discussions with Mr. Chen from Movie Town about putting a movie town in the Vieux-Fort Town area as well. We're also working very assiduously on designs for housing, because we believe there's going to be a lot of people that are going to come from the north and other parts of the island who are going to want to migrate. We're also going to need a lot more people for employment with the level of development that we're talking about in the south. We're anticipating the growth in that we have a new hospitality school that is already started the training. If I'm not mistaken, 150 kids now have just recently graduated. The cruise lines have been down, and my understanding is they've hired most of the young people. Everybody has been overwhelmingly surprised at the caliber of the young people in the South and how trainable everybody has become. So the goal is that we're going to maybe train around 500 to 600 young people a year from the South. And the South is from Soufriere all the way to Dennery. So the NICE program that existed before, what we're doing is taking some of the money from that program where kids can get up to $500 a month to be able to pay for their bus transportation and pay for meals while they're doing the training. We're now opening up a new facility at the St. Lucia Development Bank to be able to lend money to the young people. The amount of money for the course also includes now the air transportation and the visa processing fee, because before it used to be $3,500, now it's $5,500. So the kids that are not going to go to get in the visa go back down to the $3,500, but anybody who is going to include the visa will now do it. Will be $5,500, and the loan amount will be for the $5,500. The cruise industry have been very generous and have recognized the training program. They have also indicated that they will put in facilities that once the kids have jobs, that they will transfer the monies from their salaries to the development bank. And there are some of the cruise lines that have indicated that once the kids do 2 terms, 2 contract periods, they actually will reimburse the entire amount to the bank. So hopefully we can continue seeing this revolving fund. So this is a comprehensive plan to be able to develop the South as well as to be able to develop St. Lucia.
But just in Ms. Theresa May trigger elections in the UK, what do you think? What implications do you think this can have for St. Lucia?
Well, I think it's for everybody. It creates a certain amount of stability.